host, Jamie Fournier, and this is episode 13 of VXI Conversations. Before we start today's insightful conversation, let's recap what we discussed with TL's Francis and Madge. In the previous episode, we delved into the topic of staying with and coming back to a company. There, we learned about the motivations behind these life changing decisions, what made them do it, and what inspired them to take the leap of faith. Now, for those of us who are currently working for employers, it's totally understandable that we want to know if we are really with the right company. But how exactly do we determine that? In today's episode, we will be joined by two experts from the BPO industry who will help us look for telltale signs of the right company. Please help me welcome Operations Manager Ren Royo and Team Leader Reynold Posadas, both from VXI Waltermart. Hi, Ren. Hi, Reynold.
Hi Jamie, hi Reynold.
Hi, I'm
Hi
so excited to
guys.
have
Hi,
you both.
Jamie. Hi,
Hi, Reynold.
Lauren.
Hello. I love the smiles. I know this is post shift. Again, thank you so much for being with us for this conversation. I'm so excited to know about your story. But before we even jump into this conversation, can you introduce yourselves, please? Tell us more about yourself and especially your experience in the BPO industry and especially VXI. Ren?
Right. Well, hi there, Jamie. First off, let me just say that I am thrilled to be here. That is why when my good friends, subject matter experts, Sahara and Eric, who happened to be in your previous episodes, recommended me, I just can't say no because this is such a great platform to share why VXI is the workplace to be. By the way, I'm
Mm-hmm.
Ren, operations manager for VXI Walter Mart. I have handled financial, technical, and telco accounts so far. I have been in the BPO industry for 10 years and 90% of my BPO experiences with VXI.
I love it. I love it. 10 years in the BPO industry, and I know 9 years of which in VXI. You really are the right individual to talk to when it comes to knowing whether or not it's the right company. And the pleasure is mine, by the way, Ren. Thank you for being here. Reynold, thank you as well for joining us today. Tell us more about yourself and your BPO experience, especially your experience in VXI. Reynold, I'm not sure if I lost him. Ren, can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you well,
Okay,
Jamie.
Reynold, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, well, my pleasure, Jamie. Hi, Jamie, again. Thank you for this opportunity. I'm excited to share why VXI is the right company. And,
Mm-hmm.
well, by the way, I'm Reynold, one of the team leaders from VXI Walter Mart. And I've been with VXI for almost 7 years now. And this is my second home.
This is your second home. I love hearing that. And it's not only you who has said that to me during VXI conversation. So I can tell this really is home for a lot of individuals out there like you, Reynold. Now, you've been with VXI for almost 7 years, and Ren has been with VXI for more than 9 years. Again, I'm talking to the right individuals to know whether or not this is the right company for them and whether or not this is the right company for you as well. And we're going to delve into that now. Let's talk about how we find out whether or not it's the right company for you. Now, is it important for your own values and the company's values to mirror each other? Is it important for them to align to make you say that you are in the right company? Ren?
Absolutely, Jamie. I'm a firm believer that employees are happier and they are more motivated when one's values and companies are aligned. Being with VXI for 9 years now, I'm always fueled to accomplish task at hand because I
Mm-hmm.
know that my effort will always have positive impact with the success of the business. To be acknowledged and appreciated is just the icing on the cake, though people may need it too, especially in these trying times. With this experience, I can say that when a business employs people who support their workplace values, it is not only with the company but employee success as well.
Wonderful. Symbiotic relationship indeed. Now, what about you, Reynold? Do you think it's important for your values to mirror that of your company's values to make you say that, yeah, this is the right company for me?
Yes, for me, Jamie, it's very important that my own values are aligned with the company's core values because it makes me feel satisfied with my accomplishments. Because
Mm-hmm.
I believe in the big picture. So when that's missing, it can be hard to stick around and move forward with the company. And
Mm-hmm.
knowing my beliefs match the company is just a positive sign that I'm with the right company.
I love that. And both of you have already slightly talked about the core values of the company. So let's zoom in on VXI's core values, which are integrity, teamwork, and excellence. Now, how do these values convince you to think that you are with the right company now? I mean, I think you both think this is the right company for you. Ren, you've been with VXI for 9 years, and for you, Reynold, 7 years. So, with these core values in place, how do you think these values convince you that, yeah, I'm in the right place right now? This is the right company for me. Ren?
Yeah, Jamie, the company's core values define their culture in the workplace. Just to share
Mm-hmm.
with you, part of the realizations I have that made me say that I am with the right company is that VXI values diverse set of talents and perspective
Mm-hmm.
to achieve a common goal. Our company is very big in developing their people for them to be successful in their careers. I think I can
Love
say
that.
that I'm one of their examples. I started off as an agent, now part of the management team, who now helps in developing our future leaders. No wonder VXI grows to 11 locations in the Philippines already. We also won an ICT award for Best Contact Center and BPO Company of the Year for third consecutive year. And this says a lot how VXI really care for their people.
I keep hearing that, Ren. I keep hearing our guests on VXI Conversation saying this company really cares for their people. And this tagline I keep hearing as well, passion for people. And again, you're saying that to me right now. You're in a work environment that truly cares for your growth and for you as an individual. So it's amazing. And these awards also showcase that. It's a great company to work for. Now, what about you, Reynold? Integrity, teamwork, and excellence. How do these values convince you to think that this is the right company for you?
Well, yes, Jamie. Well, when the company operates based on strong values, employees feel comfortable in sharing ideas,
Mm-hmm.
connecting with the team, and just being themselves. And that really made me feel that I am with the right company.
Mm-hmm.
Well, integrity is the main pillar of trust. And that's one way to foster an open and positive work environment. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what I love with VXI. And from there comes teamwork, which
Mm-hmm.
builds morale.
Mm-hmm.
Well, everyone feels that your work is valued when you contribute to something that produces results. And
Mm-hmm.
I know everyone has special something to offer, and a team that works together succeed together. Well, I've experienced that with VXI. And lastly is excellence,
Mm-hmm.
where we develop the flexibility and resilience to deal with the change and uncertainty, especially now during this pandemic.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm choosing to stay with VXI because of these core values that we have.
And I love that these are core values, not just on paper, but based on all the individuals I've talked to. These are core values that VXI truly lives by, and its employees live by too. Now, let's be practical. Let's take a step back and let's be practical as well. When you're trying to decide whether or not you're in the right company, you also think about the financial reasons and the benefits and the programs that are offered to you. So, what specific VXI program or employee benefit makes you think that this is a fantastic company to work for, Ren?
Right. Jamie, there's just a lot to mention. Pay for performance. A lot of incentive plans for everyone. Before I even got
Mm-hmm.
promoted as an operations manager, I was part of site engagement team for Panorama 2, basically in charge of the engagement activities. But when the pandemic struck, we did it the virtual way. So we
Mm.
have a lot of hypes and we send the prices right at their doorsteps for our work from
Wow.
home agents. Yes. We also have scheduled virtual sessions, which I feel is very helpful for our employees' mental wellness.
Mm-hmm.
But what struck me the most really is VXI's COVID response. Same with its employees, VXI resilience is unmatched. From free food,
Mm-hmm.
shuttle services, and even relocation sites to ensure our employees' safeties. We also have
Wow.
strict implementation of health protocols to keep the virus from spreading. That's for our employees working at site. A lot has happened for the last 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Companies shutting down, people getting unemployed, but I just feel very grateful that I still have my job and I'm with VXI, and I feel that what VXI really is a great company.
I genuinely believe that. And I can hear that time and time again every time I talk to VXI employees. And let me start with the first phrase you mentioned there, Ren, because I think it's so important. Pay for performance. What you put in is what you get. And that's so important also to
Exactly.
make you feel valued. And I also love that you said in the last 2 years, we've all collectively had a difficult time, but that did not stop VXI from providing opportunities and from helping people grow. And you're a living testament to that, Ren. So I love that VXI truly cares for their employees and makes sure their health is of utmost importance. Now, what about you, Reynold? What specific VXI program or employee benefit makes you think that this is a fantastic company to work for?
Oh yes, Jamie. Well, OMN actually mentioned that there's a lot, but for
Mm-hmm.
me, with the many benefits VXI has to offer, what actually stands out for me is our HMO or
Mm-hmm.
Health Maintenance Organization. So it would be like too personal for me, in the sense that it's very timely and relevant in our current situation.
Yeah.
And in addition to that, it helps me financially through aiding my health needs. And more importantly, the one that benefits the most are my lovely parents.
Aw.
Well, yeah, they can actually have themselves checked and monitored regularly without any hesitation with the cost that comes with it. And it's actually giving me a peace of mind that my
Mhm.
family is secured with their physical and mental health.
Mhm. A great HMO in a company is so important as well. So thank you for pointing that out, Reynold. You're given the assurance that not only you are kept safe and healthy, but also your loved ones, and in your case, your lovely parents. So thank you for sharing that. I think it's important for our viewers and listeners out there to know that a great HMO package is waiting for you if you work for VXI. Now, let's zoom in on your specific experiences. Let's do introspection now. Let's analyze your reasons and your whys. By analyzing yourself, what do you think are the telltale signs of an employee who is working for the right company? How can they tell, Ren?
Um, uh, Jamie, this may sound cliche, but it's really about the culture and the people you work with. VXI
Mm-hmm.
has an atmosphere of excellence. We have high level of trust with our colleagues. Our
Mm-hmm.
success is defined by our core values, teamwork, and integrity. One of the signs that you are with the right company is having good working relationship with the people around you. So I would like to
Mm-hmm.
take this opportunity to say how grateful I am to Associate Directors Ralph Hernandez and Gel De Jesus, who are really great mentors. They gave me a lot of guidance. And of course, to my cluster Hira, I have the best team leaders under my wing.
Wonderful. And if you work with and for individuals who truly support you, it motivates you to keep going to work and to keep shining because you all support each other. And I can tell that it's present for you, Ren, and for most individuals in VXI. Reynold, what about you? What are the telltale signs of an employee who's working for the right company?
Yes, Jamie. Telltale signs. Well, I know sometimes work can be dreadful, but when an employee generally looks forward to going to work and being with the people you work with, it's a sign that you're actually working with the right company.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you feel like you can be your unapologetic self. Yeah. And also, when an employee is constantly telling his friends, neighbors, family, and just strangers, that actually clearly says that you're with the right company.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a strong way to notice that you truly care about the work that you do.
Mm-hmm.
So much so that you want other people to care about it too. And the
Mm-hmm.
last example would be like if you feel like you make a fair salary and don't feel stressed or worried about it, you found the right
Mm-hmm.
company.
I love that. So if you're motivated to go to work and if you feel the need to spread the word like you both are doing right now in this episode, and lastly, if you're financially compensated, you get paid for what you put in and even more with the benefits in place, then you are with the right company, a company that will help you grow and that will truly care about you and let you be your unapologetic self, as you said, Reynold. Now, it is normal, though, for individuals out there to question whether they're in the right company or not, because it's essential for us to ask questions, for us to know if we're in the right place. So, do you have advice to those who are not sure if they're currently with the right company, Ren?
You never second guess opportunities. So my advice to BPO employees who has that thought in mind, know that it's normal. It's part of human
Mm-hmm.
nature because we all want security. But always remind yourself about your purpose. Always go
Mm-hmm.
back to the time where you worked hard to get to where you are right now. You know, why spend another minute wondering about what ifs? And being grateful how company help you is way better. Be
Mm,
optimistic, as second guessing is time consuming and so much time and energy, instead of focusing more on how important things that you have to deal with right now. So always remember to trust your decisions.
love that. Trust your decisions and also make sure to analyze your perspective and be grateful for what it has given you and the opportunities it has provided. So, thank you for sharing that, Ren. What about you, Reynold? What advice can you give to those who are uncertain of whether or not they're in the right company?
Yes, Jamie. Well, my advice to BPO employees who are actually still unsure if they are with the right company is to really just ask yourself, am I fulfilled personally and professionally? Well, as
Mm-hmm.
for me, I am blessed to say that I am with the right company. And I can only say that through the fulfillment that I can feel every time I go to work.
I'm
So
so happy for
again,
you.
thank you. So again, just assess yourself and be honest about how you feel. And
Mm-hmm.
I know it won't be easy, but it's super worth it. And you will also feel that you are in the right company when it cares for your safety,
Mm,
integrity, and has passion for people. Will a company which embodies all these virtues make your employment integral in pursuit of dignifying your momentum that shall wither your second guess and worries?
mm. I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. Again, ask the questions you need to ask so you can find the answers that you're looking for. And also, as we've discussed in this conversation, find a company whose core values reflect that of yours and who truly cares about your career growth. And I can say this with confidence. I think VXIPH truly does that for its employees. Time and time again, I keep hearing the same theme, and its career growth is present, core values are lived by, and the employees are happy. Passion for people is present. To you, dear followers, have you thought of asking yourself if you are with the right company? And if you're having a hard time answering that question, I hope this conversation we've had with Ren and Reynold has helped you learn a thing or two. Now, to our guests, again, Ren and Reynold, above and beyond, you've stayed to have this conversation with me. So thank you so much for being with us and helping us navigate through this topic. Thank you for taking the time to share your experiences. This has been one of the most insightful episodes we've had on the podcast. And before you wrap it up, may I ask you to share a few words with our viewers and listeners out there, starting off with Ren?
All right. Well, thank you, Reynold. And thank you, Jamie. It is indeed a pleasure speaking with you in this session. And of course, VXI for this great opportunity. So if you want to be with the right company, be with VXI. Visit us on our social media pages. Just simply key in VXIPH and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and TikTok. Thank you.
Thank you, Ren. The pleasure is mine, by the way. What about you, Reynold? Any parting words for our viewers and listeners out there?
Yes, Jamie. Again, I would like to thank you for the opportunity. And well, yeah. Oh, I'm actually Ran, plug it all. And yeah, I really enjoy this segment. I really do. And again, VXI is my home, and VXI will be your home too.
I love that. VXI can be your home as well. So, Ren and Reynold have said it. If you think you have what it takes, visit VXIPH on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and TikTok. Again, it's right below there on the screen. Just key in VXIPH. Now, you can also send in your application at careersph@vxi.com. Plus, VXIPH also caters to candidates with or without BPO experience, as long as you're a graduate of at least high school, old curriculum, or senior high school with good English communication skills. Thank you so much for joining us today. Episode 13 has officially come to an end, but don't you worry, because we still have one last episode before the end of season 1 of VXI Conversations. Once again, this is your host, Jamie Fournier, signing off for now. Till the next VXI Conversation, take care, everybody, and bye.